Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what may very well be the final episode of Canto 5. It's kind of crazy. We're finally here. It's only been, a year? That doesn't matter, though. We're here. We're ready to go. We're entering this dungeon as if there were no others. And you know what? I'm ready for it. I got a whole episode ready to use.
퀴케그의 어마어마한 악력으로 그리고 자신만이 아는 방식으로 직접 꼬았었기에
It is said that Queequeg's ropes, twisted by her powerful grip and her esoteric techniques,
세상의 그 어떤 매듭보다 질기고 억세다고 한다.
are tougher than any other rope in the world.
그리고 퀴케그는 자신을 호수 속에 혼자 두지 말라고 했다.
Queequeg told me not to leave her alone in the cold, dark lake.
송장인 채로 가라앉아서 고래와 인어들에게 뜯어먹히고 싶지는 않다고.
That she didn't want the whales and mermaids to tear her apart and devour her when her corpse sinks deep into its waters.
그건 나도 마찬가지였다.
I agreed.
나만이 알고 있는 그 온 살갗의 상처들을, 파헤쳐진 흔적들을 고작 그것들이 파먹도록 두고 싶지는 않았다.
The wounds on her skin that only I knew of, the memories of her pain. I didn't want those monsters to heartlessly rip into them, to gorge themselves with their scarred flesh.
그래서 퀴케그는 관을 만들었다.
So Queequeg built herself a coffin.
밧줄을 있는 힘껏 묶어서 배가 아무리 휘청거려도 자기가 잠든 관만큼은 가라앉지 않도록.
Built hardily and fastened with ropes twisted and knotted with all her strength, so that her coffin would not sink no matter how precariously the ship swayed. Ducky!
나는 그 관에 걸린 끈을 손바닥이 찢어지도록 붙잡고 있었다.
My hands gripping onto that very same rope tied to the coffin were starting to peel and bleed.
소용돌이의 호수로부터 나를 지탱한 건 비어있는 친구의 관뿐이었다.
And my dearest friend's hollow coffin was the only thing keeping me afloat on that whirling lake.
아무도 없어요.
Is anyone out there? Anyone!
피코드 호의 파편만이 떠있는 호수에서 나는 목청껏 부르짖었다.
In that empty lake, stranded amidst the Pequod's desolation, I called out from the top of my lungs.
아무나 대답해 주세요.
Please, anyone, say something. Anything.
이 세상에서 나와 묶여있던 사람들이 빠짐없이 전부 사라져버렸다는 걸 알았을 때
When I realized that everyone I ever had any ties to had, in the blink of an eye, been taken from this world,
혼자 헐떡이며 숨을 쉬고 있는 내 스스로가
my gasping, wheezing self, barely holding on to life, seemed...
내 배에 올라타라. 그리고 호수 밑바닥 끝까지 가는 거다.
Come aboard my ship and sail with me to the cold abyss of the lake.
물을 가득 머금고 숨을 쉬고 있는 나조차도 에이헤브에게 벗어나지 못했는데
Not even I, drowning yet breathing, could escape Captain Ahab.
이 고요 속에서도 에이헤브의 호통은 내 목을 조이고 있는데
Even in this deafening silence, Ahab's echoing bellows strangle me.
그들 역시 죽어서도 죽은 선장의 목소리를 듣고 있겠지.
Even in death, my mates remain trapped with the captain.
나는 앞으로 불행할 때나 행복할 때나
In joy and in sorrow, I'll never forget.
내게서부터 뜯겨나간 그 끈들을 기억하겠지.
The strands that were ripped away from me.
이 호수에 영영 갇혀버린 채로 평생을 잠겨 있겠지.
I'll be buried in this lake forever to my last gasping breath.
차오르는 물을 벗어나려고 해도 호흡에 들어오는 건 고독뿐.
Try as I might to escape the rising waters, only loneliness fills my lungs.
그래서 항상 말했잖아. 너한테
Oh. Always told you I did.
줄 꽉 잡지 않으면 가라앉는다고.
Rope. Grab tight or sink. You.
언제부터
How long have you been here?
난 여기에 있었어. 항상.
Always. Always been here. Wow. Alright. Dungeon time. Ooh. Ishmael's level rises to 40. Ishmael's uptie and threadspin tiers rise to tier 4. Ishmael gains compulsion at the start of every encounter. Alright. We had that when we first started. It wasn't too bad. I was going to say, she has to come with us, but that's fine. I think we're just rolling with the same team we've been with. It's not been too bad. We've kind of been, yeah, we've been holding our own. The immediate sensation upon waking up was that it was moist and cold, yet oddly warm in some places. Where are we?
강 같은 게 기다랗게 뻗어 있네요. 거꾸로 올라가다 보면
There's this long river-like thing. If we follow it, maybe
뭔가 나오지 않을까요?
there'll be something at the end of it.
홍루 씨, 어떻게 매번 그렇게 침착할 수 있는 거예요?
Honglu, how can you always be so calm about everything?
그런가? 뭐 저 친구는 언제나 저런 느낌이었던 것 같은데.
Is he? I think that's just how that fella is with pretty much everything.
아니, 그런 뜻이 아니라
No, that's not what I'm...
다들 여기가 어디라고 생각하는 거예요?
I mean, where do you guys think this is?
저흰
We
분명
just...
알고 있다.
I am well aware.
그곳에 뱃속으로 들어왔지. 우리 스스로.
We rode into the maws of the beast of our own volition. Oh, not long ago. Okay.
우리가 황금 가지를 삼킨 그 고래의 속으로 들어가는 거죠.
I'm proposing that we enter the stomach of the whale that devoured the golden bow.
미쳤군. 아까 혼자서 제일 많이 처맞고 나더니 아예 단단히 돌아버렸어.
You're mad. All that thrashing's finally sent you off the deep end.
이건 내 목적일 뿐이에요. 겸사겸사 가는 길에 황금 가지가 있는 거고.
I'm just going there for my mission, and the golden bow just happens to be in the way.
당신들 알아서 결정해요. 관리자님의 결정이 제일 중요하겠죠.
I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since their decision matters the most.
아무튼 이 회사나 저나 목적을 달성하려는 방법을 모색할 뿐이에요.
This company, me, we're both just trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all this is.
그리고 딱히 이렇다 할 방법도 없잖아요. 안 그래요?
Besides, does anyone have a better idea?
그것이 황금 가지를 삼켰고 그 황금 가지가 그 망할 창백한 고래의 백화 현상을 중화시켜 준다면
If that thing swallowed the golden bow, and if that golden bow really counteracts that damned Pallid Whale's pallidification effects, then
우리가 그 안에 들어가더라도 침식을 당하지는 않을지도 모르잖아요.
we just might be able to survive without getting affected by it.
도박이 아이스. 그건
That's a gamble, is she? There's just...
알아요. 그리고 그건 당신이 좋아하는 것 중 하나죠.
Yeah, you should know. It's one of your favorite things.
관리자님은 어떻게 생각하세요?
What do you think, manager? Ishmael looked at me with expectant eyes as though she knew I had no choice but to agree to this plan. Her eyes were telling me, you came this far for the golden bow? You're not going to go back empty-handed now, are you?
6시간.
6 hours.
그 이후로도 어떤 움직임이 없다면 LCA 팀이 그 다음 임무를 넘겨받게 될 것이다.
If I don't hear anything from you in 6 hours, LCA will be taking over the rest of this mission.
LCA 팀이 넘겨받으면 그 이후로는
Okay, LCA takes over the mission. Then what?
글쎄, 너희가 고래 뱃속에 갇혀서 나오지 못하고 있다는 불운한 소식을 듣게 되면
Well, if they hear the very unfortunate news that all of you decided to row into the whale's belly, get yourselves trapped.
그 거대하고도 창백한 고래를 통째로 터뜨릴 수 있는 방법에 대해서 이야기를 나누게 되겠지.
They'll be having a long internal discussion about how they could blow that Pallid Whale apart.
그 이후로는 굉장히 기나긴 전투가 이어질 거다.
Then a very lengthy battle will ensue. Alright, let me get this straight. If we fail to find the golden bow stuck somewhere inside that whale's stomach in 6 hours, you won't hesitate blowing us to smithereens along with the whale? That's it, yeah?
이 말은 굳이 전달드리지 않겠습니다.
I will not relay that comment. Faust, what do you think of our odds?
0은 아니지만 0에 수렴한다고 생각합니다.
Our odds are non-zero, but it may as well be nil.
적어도 지금 우리가 가지고 있는 변수들로는 그렇습니다.
At least with the currently known variables.
가능은 하다는 거죠.
So we have a chance. Do you have any other ideas that might get us the golden bow?
그 또한 지금으로서는 없습니다.
No, not at this moment.
하지만 낮은 확률일 것으로 생각했던 방식으로 작전을 극적으로 성공시켜왔던 것은 사실이라고 말씀드릴 수는 있겠네요.
What I can tell you, however, is that we have a history of dramatically completing missions with a veritably low chance of success. Alright then, let's get it done.
역시 계획이 없는 것이 더욱 계획적이라는 생각이 드네요.
Indeed, the lack of plan becomes the plan itself.
저만의 새롭게 세운 이론을 더욱 공고히 하게 되었습니다.
This solidifies the veracity of my new theory even further. Luckily, we didn't lose any sinners on the way down. All 12 of them made it down here, just as we planned. But, guys, where's the boat? The boat was nowhere to be seen. Womp womp. Well, we get to kill people, that's nice. Some of these horrid flesh monsters in the belly of the beast.
최후의 결국 하나만 남아 있다면 생명은 어떻게라도 보존될 테니.
얼얼하지?
Big damage, big damage.
될 거야.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
흐드러졌구려.
Nice.
깨어라. 완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸?
Okay. Kill. Oh, there's only one wave, too. Wave 1 of 1. Nice.
유쾌한 결투였네. 알겠어. 파쇄 완료.
Cool. Easy.
파쇄 완료.
Nice. Okay. I guess we're following along.
순수했던 나날로.
This is unfortunate. They just unleashed. I almost said not even unlocked. They've released. Jesus Christ. A new refraction railway. And I can't fucking do it because it's locked behind completing Canto 6. Which is unfortunate because I'm not even close. So this guy's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. A little unfortunate that they, you know, lock these things behind progressing in the story, because if you're brand new and you just started the game, there's no way that you can beat 6 cantos by the time that you know, the event ends, and you're just screwed. Kind of lame, not gonna lie, kind of lame of Project Moon, but you know, what can you do? Men, we will commence a search. This boat must be found as soon as possible.
아니, 너는 크게 뜨지 않아도 된다.
No, there is no need for a search.
오른쪽 400m쯤에 보인다. 그곳에 우리가 타고 온 배가.
400 meters to your right. There is the boat.
나쁘지 않은 관찰력이군. 곧바로 이동하지.
Quite observant you are. Let's not waste any time and return to the boat.
마지막까지 들어야 한다. 배의 75% 이상이 파손된 채로 흩어져 바닥에 처박혀 있다.
Allow me to finish. There is the boat in a ditch. 75% of its hull integrity has been breached, and its remains are scattered on the ground.
와, 그렇다면 이건 배에서부터 나온 조각인가 보네요.
Wow, so this was a piece of our boat, huh?
다회 사용을 고려해서 만든 배였는데 말이죠.
That vessel was designed to be used more than 3 times. Hong Lu was pointing at the pitiful sight of an absolutely busted-looking piece of the propeller. Well, to be exact, busted pieces of the propeller and what appeared to once have been our boat's engines. Something comes to a sputtering halt amidst the wreckage.
숨을 거두는가.
Thus it rests here forevermore.
이 장면을 봤다면 미카 양하고 레인 군이 크게 상심했을 것이요.
This would have been quite the painful sight for Mika and Rain. Yeah, it's a pretty painful sight for us too.
저희 이제 어떻게 해야?
So what do we?
관리자님, 여전히 황금가지의 위치는 느껴지시죠?
Manager, you can still sense the golden bow, right? Yeah. Unlike at the lobotomy core branch, I can definitely feel it somewhere in here. It's also pretty far away, so I can't tell where exactly.
시계를 돌릴 준비는 되어 있으시고요.
Great. Are you ready to turn the clock? What? Oh. The whale's pallor had taken over their bodies and minds. Of course, it only makes sense that this place is crawling with mermaids. Well, that's unfortunate, but at least we can bring them back. Oh, I thought it was talking about our guys. No, not our guys. Oh, that'd be cool. Imagine the combat encounter was whatever identities you weren't using. That'd be kind of neat.
저거 봐, 쟤 휘청거리고 있다.
참여하게 되리라.
시시게. 완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸.
Alright, we're doing pretty good. I love the 0 damage, that's nice. Piercing damage, I think, is what they're fatal to in this series of encounters.
이 공격은 꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
It's also another one that's only got the one stage, so not too bad.
얼얼하지? 정신 못 차릴 거야. 파쇄 완료.
It's just the 2 guys left? 3 guys left.
금방 끝내고 버스로
still
들어갈
win.
수 있겠다. 그치?
Good kill. That guy's dead.
깨어라. 활그로.
You got one left? Easy. Goodbye.
좋아, 다 죽어라.
Alright.
인어들이 더 몰려들기 전에 자리를 벗어나긴 해야겠어.
Ugh. Yeah. Let's bounce before more of those mermaids show up.
이미 고래배 속에 갇혀 있는데 벗어날 곳이 있기는 할까요?
Bounce where? We're trapped inside a whale.
우리도 곧 저런 꼴이 되는 건 아니야? 먹힌 거잖아, 우리.
Are we gonna end up looking like them too? You know, we've been devoured.
지금 당장은 단테 씨의 머리에 있는 황금가지의 덕으로 수감자분들의 백화 현상은 막을 수 있을 겁니다.
The golden bow inside Dante's head is likely counteracting the pallidification effects on the sinners' bodies.
하지만 언제까지 지속될 수 있을지는 알 수 없겠죠.
But there is no guarantee that this defensive effect would last forever.
환경이 변해버렸으니까요.
We must take into account that we are in an unknown environment. In other words, spending too long here could turn us into mermaids, just like them. I wasn't sure if I could bring a sinner back that's turned into a mermaid. Yeah, where do we go? I don't even have the slightest idea as to where we might be.
이상하네요. 고래라는 건 뱃속에서도 비가 내리는 걸까요?
Weird. I didn't know it could rain inside a whale's belly. I was still unsure where to go, so much so that I was starting to feel completely lost when Hong Lu suddenly blurted something about rain. What the hell are you talking about?
아, 방금 제 어깨로 물이 몇 방울 떨어졌거든요.
Oh, it's just that I felt a few droplets of water on my shoulder.
야, 잠깐만.
Wait.
우리는 이거한테 먹혔고 곧바로 떨어져서 꼬라박은 곳이 여기였지?
So this is the first place we landed on after the whale swallowed us whole, isn't it? Yeah.
내가 가끔 당연한 게 헷갈려서 그러는데
Sorry, I just sometimes need someone to confirm my common sentences.
보통 음식을 먹으면 제일 먼저 어디에 도착하냐?
When you eat something, where does it usually land first?
그거야 당연히 위장이지. 아까부터 배고프다고 울고 있는 불쌍한 내 위장.
My stomach, of course. My poor starving stomach.
히스클리프 씨의 질문에 대한 의도가 파악되었습니다.
I see your point, Heathcliff.
위장에선 효율적으로 음식물을 소화하기 위하여 끊임없이 위산이 분비되죠.
The stomach constantly secretes acids in order to digest the food effectively.
학교에서 배웠던 것 같아요. 무슨 강한 산이라고.
Yeah, I think I learned about it in school. It's usually some kind of powerful acid
닿는 것들을 분해하는.
that dissolves everything it touches.
아, 그래서 물이 떨어진 위치에 옷이 녹아내렸던 거군요. 따끔하기도 하고요.
So that's why my clothes melted when the water touched. Feels a bit prickly, too. I stared at Hong Lu's shoulder. Something had burrowed a hole there, and the surrounding skin was sizzling and melting away.
우리 도착하자마자 흐물흐물해지는 것이요.
Are we fated to become porridge so soon after our arrival?
하나 긍정적인 발견을 보고드리자면 일반적인 생물체의 생체 기관과 어느 정도 비슷한 메커니즘을 띠고 있는 것 같군요.
There is one positive discovery, however. This creature appears to share similar biological mechanisms and shapes as an ordinary organic life form. Guys, we gotta go. I don't care how many pieces of you there are left, just make sure that there's something left for me to bring back. Nice. Okay. A long river.
파우스트가
I hope there's not going to be a long-ass story after every single one of these. Otherwise, this is going to take forever.
유감 없는 싸움.
Oh, we keep all of our things. That's right, because it's a mirror dungeon. How silly of me. Now, if this targets randomly, he can't hit us, right? He sure can't. Yeah, fuck it. I said I was going to show everybody what this is. You know, we're going to look at it. Also, they changed the stagger threshold, or is that just specific for this dungeon? I don't actually know. Okay, that's a bad roll, but that's okay.
너만큼은 나를 용서하지 말라.
That's cool as fuck. That's cool as fuck.
저희가 이길 것 같아요.
All right, finish him off, team. Good. Good.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
Not good, but that's okay.
정신 못 차릴 거야. 파쇄 완료.
적확한 한압이었어.
관계서
Big hits. Nice. Okay. Excellent work. Whale guts, another story. Yay. I'm not hating on the story. It's just, I mean, how much story can there be if we're just wandering the intestines of a whale? And so we ran, trying to weave our way between the pouring stomach acid, without even knowing where we were supposed to go.
이거 신기한 광경인걸.
Wow, man, what a funny sight, huh?
신기라기보단 수상한데요?
Funny? That's more suspicious than funny.
너무 크게 감탄을 하시는 바람에 전부 우리를 보게 되었습니다.
You're too loud. Great, now we caught their attention. Who's there?
당신들 말이야. 말을 하잖아.
Hey, I heard you guys talking down there.
인어가 말을 하오.
Those mermaids speak?
우리는 인어가 아니야. 이렇게 말 잘하는 인어 본 적이 있어?
We're not mermaids. Ever seen a mermaid this chatty?
이들은 백화 현상이 일부만 진행되었다.
Their palidification effects have only partially progressed.
그럼 뭐야? 반인 반어?
So what does that make them? Half human, half fish?
시간이 없으니까 간단하게만 말할게.
Well, we don't got much time, so I'll make it short.
여기는 10분에 한 번씩 왕성하게 산을 뽑아내는 곳이야.
This zone floods with acid every 10 minutes or so.
너희 몸이 강철로 이루어졌다면 말리지 않겠지만
Unless you guys are all made of steel.
선택을 하는 게 좋을 거야. 우리가 내린 줄을 잡고 이곳을 빠져나갈지.
You better decide fast. Either take the rope we're about to lower down, or...
아니면 여기서 물컹거리는 영양소가 되어서 이놈이랑 한 몸이 될지.
become sludgy nutrient for the whale and be one with it forever and ever.
뭐, 우린 너희들이 녹으면 무기만 건져 올라가도 되니까.
Well, even if you were all to turn into sludge, we can still salvage your weapons. We don't got much. We don't got nothing to lose.
몇 명은 이미 조금 녹아버렸군.
Some of them are already starting to melt. Do we even have a choice?
줄 내려, 당장!
Rope now. They muttered something amongst themselves as though they found something funny about the situation and tossed an odd-looking rope in our direction.
이 밧줄 느낌이 여기 이상한데?
As the rope feels funny.
허파에서 뽑아온 모세의 혈관 다발이야. 산에도 1시간 이상은 버틸 수 있어.
That rope, right? There's made of a capillary we pulled straight from its lungs. It'll last more than an hour, even in its stomach acid.
그래, 왜 그런 걸 물어봐서 기분 나빠.
Greg, why'd you even ask that? I hate it. With Rhodey and her grumblings in tow, we struggled up the bundle of capillary rope. Ugh, I don't know who you guys are, but thanks.
야, 이번 낚시는 대성공이네. 돌아가면 금화 3개는 포상으로 받겠는걸?
Hell yeah, what a catch. We'll net us upwards of 3 gold coins for this.
이 째깍거리는 녀석은 더 찾을 것 같은데.
I think this tick-tocking friend might be worth more than that.
낚시? 우리를 낚았다는 말인가?
A catch? You think you fished us up?
우린 정기적으로 이곳에 들리거든.
We come here every once in a while to check if anyone's washed up. Yeah.
하지만 절반은 인어가 되기 직전에 불쌍한 표류자들이지. 몇 분 후면 바로 우리를 죽이려고 들었어. 그리고 나머지 절반은 그냥 인어들.
But most of them poor castaways are already almost full mermaids by the time we find them. In a matter of minutes, they're all rearing to kill us, and the rest are just your everyday mermaids.
저희가 특별한 경우였군요.
Oh, so this is a special occasion then.
말도 하고 인어가 되어가고 있지 않은 선원들을 만난 건 아마 처음이야.
This is probably the first time ever that we found sailors that could not only talk, but also weren't halfway turned into mermaids. Yeah, why do you guys come here then?
이 시계머리 선원은 계속 째깍거리기만 하네. 뭐라고 말이라도 하는 거야. 기계는 아닐 테고.
The clock friend here keeps on ticking. Are they saying something? Doubt they're a full-on robot.
우리가 이곳에 있을 동안 유행이 많이 바뀌었나 봐. 머리를 의체로 바꿔도 보통 말은 할 수 있지 않나?
Don't most people prefer to keep the ability to speak even when replacing their bodies with prosthetics? Guess the trends have really changed since we got here.
그러니까 저자는 사정이 있어서 정상적으로 소통을 못 하고 있는 거야.
So that buddy there, well, it's a long story, but yeah, they can't communicate normally.
그래. 사정이라는 건 각자 있는 거니까.
All good. Everyone's got a story they don't want to tell.
우리 선원들도 마찬가지야. 말하는 건 언제나 힘겹지.
We can sympathize a little. Talking ain't the easiest to do.
우리를 만난 걸 다행으로 여기는 게 좋을 거다, 자샤.
Consider yourselves lucked out, fellas. You guys ran into us of all things.
우리는 곧 이곳을 나갈 거니까.
Because we'll be getting out of here real soon. We followed their confident guiding steps, but there's no way to look at the situation without a bit of suspicion. Yeah, where do you guys think we're going? What if they're leading us to a trap?
공격을 하려고 했다면 저희가 절벽에 올라올 때 했을 거예요. 기습에 제일 취약했을 때이니까.
If they were trying to attack us, they would have done so when we were almost at the top of the cliff. We were completely vulnerable to attacks there.
그리고
And Ishmael opened her mouth as though she was about to say something, and stopped herself before turning around. It looked like she hadn't finished processing her thoughts yet.
저 작살 분명 본 적이 있어.
I'm sure I've seen that harpoon before somewhere.
그런데 너희는 어느 배 출신이라고 했지?
So what ship are you guys from again?
그게 림버스가 뭐라고? 아마 잘 모를 거야.
It's called the Limbus. Yeah, you probably haven't heard of it. Yeah.
인어도 아니면서 왜 그렇게 어물거리지? 선장의 이름을 대라. 유사 출신이면 대충이나마 알 수 있을지도 모르니까.
Well, talk straight, man. It's not like you're a mermaid. Who's your captain? If they're from U Corp, their name might just ring a bell.
우리 선장 누구지?
Who's our captain again? I don't know, guys. I've never taken the helm. Not sure if I can call myself a captain here.
키라. 운전대를 잡는 자라면
The helm. Forsooth, if this be all about who handles the wheel.
나 알고 있어. 카론군이 선장님이요.
I am quite well aware of our captain. Charon is our captain indeed.
역시 처음 들어보는군. 시대가 많이 지났던 모양이야.
Nope. Never heard of him. I guess it really been a while then. He scratched his head. Captaining Charon clearly didn't ring a bell.
당신들 이곳에 갇힌 지 어느 정도가 지났죠?
You. How long has it been since you were trapped in here?
8달.
8 months.
아니 멍청아 3년이야. 마지막으로 생계 644일째였으니까.
No, dumbass. This is our 3rd year. Our last count was at 644 days, so...
모르겠다. 날짜를 세는 건 관뒀어. 햇빛도 들지 않아서 시간 개념도 없어졌으니까.
I don't know, lady. I quit counting the days a while ago. I've completely lost track of time since we got stuck deep inside where the sun don't shine.
그렇군요.
I see.
제가 알기론 저런 식으로 작살의 매듭을 묶는 사람은 하나밖에 없어서.
I know only one person who ties a knot to their harpoon like that.
이거 절박 매듭이라는 거야. 우리 마을에서도 노련한 몇 명만 묶을 수 있지.
Oh, this? It's called the Desperate's Knot. Even in our town, only the experienced few know how to tie it.
그럼 이곳에 있다는 거잖아.
So, they're here.
나 당신의 이름 알 것 같아.
I think I know you. Ishmael comes to a sudden stop, so do our guides. Not because of what she said. Whoa, battle time. It's actually not. That was only a story. Haha. Oh, this is save team. Oh, I could edit them if I want. Oh yeah, I got this new ego for Don Quixote. Pretty cool. 60. 20. What does that mean? I have no idea. 20. Okay, so it's got to be certain identities, maybe. Grant a bonus. Perhaps. Possibly. Don't know which ones or why. I mean, the Dub Corp makes sense, right? We can actually upgrade him. Just kidding. No, we can't. I lied. I guess we could do it outside, but we can't do it mid-dungeon. That's fine. 20%. I think I'll just stick with what we've got. There's no reason to trade it out. We're just trying to get through this. I didn't read that at all. All right. Hope that wasn't important, because I didn't see it. And it's not going to show me again. All right, that's fine. We're at the Pequod town. Pequod? Don't know. We're at the town. Love Town.
타운에 온 걸 환영한다.
Here we are. Welcome to Pequod Town.
선장님, 저희가 왔습니다. 어떤 걸 건져 올렸는지 보세요.
We're back, Captain. Look what we fished up. Captain?
역시 자네의 수색 솜씨만큼은 나무랄 데 없이 훌륭하군, 스타버.
Quite the catch indeed. You certainly are an excellent scout, Starbuck. A wiry old woman approached us, her harsh voice tickling our ears.
금화 2개는 자네 것이야. 한 개는 이 쌍둥이 손원들에게 넘기자고.
2 gold coins for you, lad, and here's 1 for the twins.
감사합니다, 선장님.
Thank you, Captain.
이 피코드 타운에 새로운 주민들이 온 건 무척이나 오랜만이군.
It has been a long, long while since our Pequod town gained new followers. That's not what it said, but fuck it.
주민? 손님이 아니고?
Villagers? Not guests?
발을 들인 순간부터 종속되는 게 당연하다 생각하는 사람의 발언이군.
That woman seems to think us already bound to this village.
역시
I knew it.
나는 이 불쌍한 선원들을 보살피며 이 마을을 만들고 머지않아 이들을 이끌고 마지막 항해를 나갈 선장.
Welcome. I have built this village and watched over these poor, wretched souls. Soon I shall set sail on the final voyage with my crew.
에이헤브다.
I am Captain Ahab. Ishmael.
이 순간을 얼마나 원하고 원했는지 몰랐을 거고 앞으로도 영영 모르겠지.
You have no idea how I've waited, how I've longed for this moment. You won't ever know.
알 새도 없이 되져버릴 테니까.
Because I'll gut you like a fish before you ever even have the chance to find out. Muttering, Ishmael charged at Ahab.
열렬한 환영이군, 이스마엘.
What a way to greet your captain, Ishmael. The captain remained serene, even as Ishmael suddenly charged at her.
이스마엘이라고? 그러고 보니
Ishmael? Wait, now that you mention it.
등에도 모르는 것들이군. 선장님을 공격하다니.
You thankless bastards, you dare attack our captain?
본때를 보여주겠다.
We'll show you what we're made of.
다시 그 위산에 던져놓겠다.
We'll toss you back into the river of acid. Oh, well. Bummer, guys. You are on the wrong side here.
좋아. 얼른 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
100% chance to corrode, eh? That's kind of bad. Okay, we can't do that. Oh, that's a bad idea, even for me. We can do it regularly. Nah, well, that's fine if it'll corrode her, because it'll only attack those guys this turn. And that's something we'll have to worry about next turn. Hey, buddy, please don't beat my ass. That'd be cool. What did we just talk about? Guys, I need my identities alive. Oh, Sinclair got caught in the crossfire. He should. Oh, and Don Quixote did too. So we hit more of our own teammates than we did. Oh my God, Don Quixote is almost dead. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's bad. This is a little trick that I know. If you just leave and go back in, everything's totally fine. It's like nothing happened. So you don't actually have to lose your identities and stuff. Like you can just try again for free with your identities still intact. How wonderful. Okay, anyways. No, we can't do that. She almost just killed our entire team. They would have all been dead. That would have been it. God damn. Yeah, no way you win this, pal. Okay. We had a much worse turn than we did last time. Jesus Christ. Okay. What are they weak to? Piercing damage. What piercing damage do I have that I could use? I can't though. That'll kill me. I can do 75% chance. Let's give it one more turn and then we can figure it out from there. They won't kill us. We can do this as many times as we need to. Restart as many times as we need to. Good rolls. Nice.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
Now that we've got some sanity, we're doing better too.
쉽게 하지 않아요.
Nice.
그 자식은 아직 살아 있을 거야.
Oh, I can't wait to use that on Captain Ahab when we inevitably kick her ass too.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
Because I mean, we all know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. All right, good kills. Oh my god. You are totally wiping over here. Thank you, Yisong. But he is not playing around. Alrighty. There's no way that's the end of this dungeon. Well, it can't be. We haven't even left yet. Like we don't even have the golden bow. So there has to be more. Alright, time to kill the rest of these people. 25% chance. Now that is something I can live with. Eee. Eee. She's okay. Yeah, get ready to get fucked. Okay, don't lose your mind. Nice. And it should do a ton of damage too. Yeah, that was pretty good. We got a lot of staggers at least.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
Okay, or maybe just the one.
쉽게
Alright.
하지 않아요.
That's fine. Some of you guys are not going to win your clashes, and that's okay. Because the rest of you will pick up the slack.
정신 못 차릴 거야.
I really wish you guys would make more of your
직원들이 우세한
heads rolls. That would be great.
관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는
We're like
결론이죠.
just losing all of
이런
these.
과정들을
People are getting stressed out because of
신뢰라고
it.
부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
I just need y'all to chill out and do a little better.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸.
These guys aren't actually dying, they're running away, I just noticed. Kind of lame.
잠수 준비 끝.
Boss fight time. Captain Ahab, get ready to get your shit rocked.
괜찮은 선원들만 남았나 봐.
Not a lot of good men left, Ahab. Ishmael quickly leapt to the side, evading a harpoon that struck the spot she was just standing
또
on.
누가?
Who's this now?
내 배 선원들은 누구보다 충성스럽지.
My crew is nothing if not loyal, more so than anyone in the world.
그 중에서도 여기 있는 선원은 세상에서 가장 훌륭한 작살잡이다.
And this one here is second to none when it comes to harpooneering.
그러니까 이곳에서 나를 공격한다는 건 그저 자살 행위 아니겠나?
So, do you still fail to see that to attack me here is to court death? The fuck is that? A sailor wearing an odd-looking mask joined the fray.
진짜 저 작살 크기 좀 봐.
Blimey, look at the size of that harpoon.
제대로 꿰뚫는다면 추스를 만한 뼈도 없겠군. 저자, 전사다.
A direct hit from that will turn your bones to dust. That one's a real warrior.
아니 그딴 말 하면서 웃지 좀 말라고. 소름 끼치네.
Ugh, you stop being so bloody creepy for 1 second. Give me the shivers out of nowhere. Alright, never mind, it's not the Ahab fight. That's okay though, it's coming. Oh, it's 6-on-1. I hate that because that guy's probably gonna kick her ass. Right. Summon 4 allies next turn. Okay, well. It's all in our favor. It might make the most sense to just wail on him, right? Like, get it? Wail on him? Anyways, we definitely want to save that. I feel like that's our best bet, is just to go ham on him while it's just him and we can get all of our damage in. We can always start over and we'll get all our shit back if we do that, so no reason not to. His stagger threshold is half his health. That's kind of a bummer. This might be a terrible idea, but we can always start it over. Not a lot of damage. But we got Sinclair here, who is so very stressed out. Oh, big hits. I can't believe you made one of those. That's crazy. That's still a lot of damage, though. Thank you. Could be a 45 hit? No, it's not. That's okay.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
That was like no damage. He's weak to blunt, which is admittedly good to know, but would have been better to know before I picked all my attacks. This is a huge blunt hit, though. This might stagger him. 53? Not quite, but very close.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만 남아 있다면
Gain 10 poise and 10 poise count. And this is what? It's easier to read on here. I don't even know why I'm looking at that. Critical hits do not consume poise with this skill. Gain plus coin next turn by the number of surviving other allies. E. Okay, so we gotta kill these guys. But that's bad. It's actually not, because you're gonna kick that guy's ass. As long as everybody here is getting fucked up, I think we're okay. That's not gonna be enough to kill that guy. We need somebody else on him. That's not gonna be enough to kill that guy. But we can use something like this to hit everybody. So let's do that. I think that'll be enough. I didn't actually check to see if anybody was clashing with dude in the middle. I hope not. Okay, big hits. That fucking sucks. That didn't actually do anywhere near the damn. Oh my god. This is not a good turn for us. He's going to be so strong next round. Unless we manage to stagger him, which we might be able to do. Dude, I can't believe we didn't kill a single one of those guys. That's fucking crazy. He has to be so close to being staggered. Oh my god. He has really... No, don't do that. Instead, hit the guy in the middle who's trying to beat your ass. Maybe do that. We need all hands on deck against Big Dog in the middle. I mean, all hands on deck. Oh, that'll corrode him. He's gonna get corroded anyways, I think. Okay. What do we hit him with? No. I mean, honestly, I say fuck it. I say fuck it. I say we go all in on this dude and hope to God that he's not going to beat our ass, right? And then you guys can do something like this. And Mersault is going to take a hit, but that's okay. Is that a stagger, maybe? I can't tell. I don't think he's staggered. I think he's still going to come after us. I think we just keep going, though. I think we've committed.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
And we got the other guys.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게
Except for
하지
one
않아요.
who's going to hit him for a little bit, but doesn't do shit.
근방의 싸움은 우수했어.
He's in panic. We got to go all in on him again. Does he still gain stuff if these guys stay alive? Inflict. No, he does not. Gain 2 bind at turn end. Every coin this unit flip lands on tails. That's pretty good. We have a really good shot at really doing a lot of damage to him. That's a hopeless. Let's try and change that. Nice. That's bad, but who are you hitting? You're gonna hit Ishmael too. There is nothing we can do about that. We simply have to accept it and move on. He has a ton of stagger resist again for some reason. I just noticed it's like totally back up to full. So basically, we're just gonna kill him here. Bruh. That's insane. Basically, we're just gonna kill him here. He's not gonna get staggered again. This isn't going exactly how I thought it would. Believe it or not. Oh my god, Ishmael, please don't be dead. We might have to just switch. She didn't actually take all that much damage, surprisingly. 342. And he's mostly blocking. He's got 1 actual attack. A couple of counters. No, we don't want to do that. What if I just say, everybody go after him again, and just take the hits? Eat them like they're nothing. You're going to take the actual hit. You're going to do that. You're going to do that. Let's just go all in on the damage. I say, fuck it. If we die, we just start over. We're not really losing anything here except for some time, but I have a feeling we can do a lot of damage to him here. That was pretty good. He's down to 218, so we need less than... I mean, that we did like 200 damage in 1 turn, so I would say like less than 2 turns. Next turn, we could probably kill him. As long as we keep up good rolls like this, at least. 27 is not great. He's at 177 though, so he's dead next turn. As long as we're not. Oh god, if Ishmael dies, that might be bad. I don't actually know if she can die here. Okay, we gotta finish him now. Because we do not live another cycle of these attacks. Oh my god. I don't know what happens if she dies. Yeah, go for it. Alright. I didn't realize you were targeting someone else. Oh, I didn't realize you had a guard up either. That's awkward. He has 134. This is a big hit right here. He's fatal to this.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
46, 88 damage, guys. So one more turn, I think. No, he's dead. He's gone. Is that it? Let's fucking go. One turn, or one try, I mean. Not one turn, that'd be crazy. One try. Let's fucking go.
너희
All of you, strong,
그리고
왜
but not sailors.
띄엄띄엄 거슬리는 건
Why talk so slow? Irritating.
단축할 것도 아니라면 그저 지루한 시간 늘리기일 뿐이다.
If you're not abbreviating with acronyms, then all you're doing is wasting time. Ishmael's mace nicked the harpooner's mask. She came dangerously close to smashing their skull.
순순히 비켰어야지. 당신 머리통이 날아가게 생겼잖아.
Should have gotten out of my way when I gave you the chance. Now I'm gonna have to bash your face in.
그리고
Oh, as a friend?
너는 맞아. 뱃사람.
But you are a sailor.
그래,
Right.
우린 같은 뱃사람이니까.
We both are.
기케그!
Queequeg! In a sudden explosive burst of energy, Ishmael bolted forth like a cannonball toward Queequeg before holding her in a tight embrace.
와우, 방금까지 머리통을 어쩌고 하지 않았어?
Wasn't she saying something about bashing your face in just moments ago?
벗을 만난다는 건 그런 것 아니겠소.
This embrace is what one does when meeting an old fellow.
그렇게라도 안아버리지 않으면 금방이라도 어딘가로 날아갈 것 같지.
You fear they may flutter away unless you hold them tightly so.
머리색 못 잊어.
Your hair color. Can't forget.
이름 알아.
Your name? I know.
하지만 안 되는 행동이야.
But-
선장에게
oh.
공격.
Sorry, Queequeg, but no attacking captain.
왜? 나는
Why? I'm just...
공격도 하면 나도 공격해.
You attack captain again, I attack you.
그땐 죽어. 죽이거나 둘 중에 하나는.
Then kill or be killed. One of us.
자, 어쩔 건가? 여기 있는 스타벅이 너그러운 마음씨로 너희들을 구조했고 내 마을에 초대까지 해주었지만
Well now, whatever shall you do? Starbuck here has, out of the kindness of his heart, rescued you from jaws of death, invited you to my village.
너희는 그 은혜를 개박살내고 나를 공격하려고 했지.
Yet you've elected to attack me, as if to spit on that very kindness.
만약 일반적인 항해였다면 그대로 줄에 매달아 호수에 던져 넣고 배 밑바닥을 훑게 만들었을 텐데.
Were we sailing the Great Lake, I would have had all of you tied and thrown overboard to be crushed underneath the keel of our ship, your lungs bloating with the lake's waters. There were at least 40 people living in Pequod Town, and that was a conservative estimate. From their vicious glares, I could tell that every single one of them was a fiercely loyal follower of Ahab. Here we were in this unfamiliar environment, trapped and lost. Yeah, things look bad, guys. A single word from Ahab and they'll be all upon us. If we were to retreat, behind us is the river of stomach acid. Ahead of us is an unknown territory.
너무 그렇게 겁먹은 표정으로 보지 말도록.
Ah, lads and lasses, cast fear from your hearts.
다행이지. 왜냐하면 나는
It is lucky for you that...
너그러운 마음씨를 지닌 선장이니까. 방금까지의 결례는 넘어가 주지.
I am nothing if not merciful. I shall forgive your transgressions thus far.
나는 너희에게 물어볼 것이 있고 너희 또한 마찬가지겠지?
I have questions I would like to ask you, and I am certain that you have a few for me as well.
그러니 나와 대화를 나누려는 용의가 있다면 내 선장실로 들어오도록.
If you are willing to talk, then enter the captain's quarters.
어디까지나 평화롭게 말이야.
In peace, mind. Ahab casually turned around and marched into one of the buildings. She carried herself with utmost confidence. It was almost like she knew that we would follow, that we had no choice but to follow.
야, 저 뒤에 있던 놈들 방금까지 눈을 보라리다가 아무 일도 없었다는 듯이 사라져 버렸는데?
Oi, them blokes that were glaring at us, they're gone like nothing happened.
선장, 용서했어. 그렇다면 다들 용서해. 나도.
Captain forgave. Then everyone else also forgives. I forgive too.
방금까지 죽자 살자 덤벼든 놈을 두고 저런 식으로 등을 돌리는가?
Oh, to turn it back on someone who was just charging at her with murderous intent just moments ago, it's...
그래, 자신이 있다는 거겠지.
Yes, she is confident.
얼마든지 기습을 당해도 우리들을 막아낼 선원들이 있다는 것. 그리고 우리가 저자를 공격해서 얻는 이득보다 손실이 많다는 것.
Confident that she's got the numerical advantage, even if we were to press the offensive. Confident that we know there's more for us to lose by attacking her than by going along with her.
방금 조형된 그 상황 하나만으로 자신이 절대적인 존재라는 걸 공표한 셈이군.
With what just happened, she's made it clear as day that, at least while we're in here, she has absolute control of the situation.
평화롭게 대화라니 가당치도 않아.
Talk with her in peace? Nonsense. Well, it's not like we have a way out. Ishmael's gaze followed Queequeg, who walked wordlessly behind the captain.
들어가죠.
Let's go.
저 개자식이 어떤 말을 짓거릴지 들어보자고요.
Let's listen to what that bastard's got to say.
어디로도 도망은 못 칠 테니까.
There's nowhere to run, after all.
저 새끼나 우리나.
For her or for us. Wow, so anticlimactic. Don't worry, well, maybe we'll get to beat her up later. When winning a clash using Gloom Affinity, one ally low, okay, heals, that's cool. Wow, 2 more story things, huh? Right. Oh, okay. You may have noticed a little bit of a pause there. Yeah, that's because I was out of storage space on my computer. So I had to move some things around to actually be able to continue this recording. But I did, so hopefully we're good, I think. It's not letting me go forward. Okay. Why? Oh, it's because I didn't do this one yet. I'm an idiot. I thought we had finished that one already. Duh.
그런데 저 게시판에 적혀 있는 건 뭐야?
So what's that on the board over there?
선원마다 배당되는 금화야.
The number of gold coins assigned to each crewman and woman.
쓸만한 재료들을 건져 올리거나 인어들을 사냥하는 데 성공하면 받을 수 있지.
We can collect them by fishing up useful stuff or by hunting mermaids.
금화는 누가 주는 거지?
And who's the one paying you?
그거야. 당연히 선장님이지.
The captain, obviously.
고래 뱃속에서 경제 활동이라도 있다는 것인가?
Are you saying that there is economic activity within the whale's stomach?
이곳에서는 금화를 얻을 수도 가질 필요도 없을 텐데.
What need of gold coins could you have in here, let alone the means of procuring them?
말했잖아. 우리 있는 곧 밖에 나간다니까.
Told ya. We'll be out of here in just a little bit.
그리고 나는 벌써 63개의 금화를 받을 수 있어.
And once we're off this whale, I'll get paid 63 gold coins. These guys aren't even getting them yet. They're like getting IOUs for gold coins. It's sad.
살 수 있을지도 모르지. 그 사이에 물가가 변한 게 아니라면.
With that much dough, I just might be able to snag myself a halfway decent ship. Unless the inflation's gone nuts, that is.
아이봐. 혹시 청새치 항구선을 들린 거라면 말해줘. 가오리 철판 해물집은 아직 건재한가?
Oh, by the way, ever been to the Marlin port ship lately? Any chance you saw the Stingray flat top grill place? I wonder if it's still open.
오, 맛있어 보이는 이름인걸? 위치가 어딘데?
Oh, that sounds delish. Where is it? Looks like Ahab's giving out gold coins to her crew for their labor. The promise of a reward for services rendered. I'm sure that's a strong motivator.
이스마엘, 아까는 정말 놀랐어.
Hey, Ishmael. You really caught me off guard earlier.
너를 이곳에서 만날 거라고는 생각도 못해서 말이야.
Seriously, I didn't think I'd find you here of all places.
밖에 나가면 술통 내기라도 하는 건 어때? 어? 예전처럼 말이야.
When we're out of here, we should go crash at a bar and drink rum straight from a barrel. We'll make it a competition, just like the good old days.
그래. 다른 선원들이랑 인사는 나눴어?
Right. So did you get a chance to say hello to everyone? A little chat?
그리고 또 머리는 왜 또 그렇게 길게 기른 거야? 거치적거린다더니.
And oh man, you sure did grow your hair out. Whatever happened to long hair is annoying.
질문이 많네요.
That's a lot of questions at once.
다들 저랑 이야기도 나누고 싶어 하지 않던데요. 적개심이 가득한 표정이던데.
I don't think any of them want to chat with me. I can tell from the looks they're giving me.
이곳에선 다른 배에서 온 주민들도 간간히 있었지만
Sometimes people from other ships would join us in the village.
모두 하루를 채 못 넘겼어. 여태까지 버틴 건 우리 말곤 없지.
But none of them lasted more than a day. We're the only ones who's made it this long.
선장님이 해결책을 알려주셨거든.
And it's all thanks to a solution our captain came up with.
해결책?
A solution?
몸과 머릿속이 하얗게 되지 않을 수 있는 유일한 방법.
A way to stop our bodies and minds from turning pallid. What is it?
보다시피 선장님만 아니었다면 우리는 이곳에서 인어로 변했을 거야. 마을에는 아무도 안 남아 있었겠지.
As you can see, without our captain, we would have long turned into mermaids. Without the captain, this village wouldn't exist.
그러니까 선장님을 적대하는 자는 공동의 적이 되는 거야.
So anyone that dares to antagonize the captain is our enemy.
선장님과 뜻을 같이 하지 않는 것은 우리 모두를 죽이는 거랑 다를 바 없으니까.
Because to stand against the captain is to stand against our very survival.
이런 사람이었나요? 스타벅.
You've changed, Starbuck.
꽤 선장에게 반목하던 모습으로 기억하고 있었는데.
I remember you butting heads with the captain all the time.
그래?
Did I?
애초부터 선원들을 죽을 운명으로 이끌고 간 게 누군데.
Don't forget who trapped all of you here in the first place. Led us to our deaths. Ishmael coldly walks past Starbuck before entering the office. I thought he was an old mate of yours.
스타벅, 피코드 호의 1등 항해사.
Starbuck, first mate of the Pequod.
모두에게 좋은 사람이 되고 싶어 했죠. 동시에 선장과 가장 가까운 선원이었고요.
He wanted to be a good person to everyone, and he was the closest of the crew to the captain's ear.
가까운 만큼 의견 다툼도 많았지만 뭐 상관없었죠.
which meant that they also squabbled pretty often, but it didn't matter in the end.
에이헤브는 평등하다고 말할 정도로 모두에게 관심이 없었으니.
Ahab was equally indifferent to everyone anyway.
누추한 자리를 내주는 건 이해를 해주도록.
Please excuse the state of my office.
럼주라도 있으면 금상첨화였을 테지. 하지만 아무리 기다려도 술병만큼은 흘러들어오지 않다고.
A bottle of rum and this would have gone down much smoother. Yet, after all the time we've spent stuck in here, I've not seen a single bottle of it float its way in.
협상은 제가 주도해 보도록 하겠습니다, 관리자님.
Executive Manager, allow me to take charge of this negotiation.
이스마엘, 저자는 이성적인 판단이 힘들 것 같고 관리자님은 째깍거리는 소리만 들리니.
Ishmael cannot be trusted to make a rational decision, and you, Executive Manager, cannot properly communicate with this woman. She will only hear your ticking sounds. Okay?
에이헤브 선장이라 했나? 우리는
Captain Ahab, is it? We...
감히 맞춰볼까? 너희는 이 창백한 고래로부터 삼켜진 무언가를 찾으러 자진해서 들어왔군.
Allow me to hazard a guess. You rode in here voluntarily in search of something that the Pallid Whale devoured.
그렇다는 건 너희 역시도 인어가 될 수 있지 않는 다른 방법을 찾은 거고.
This means that you and your present company have also found a way to keep yourselves from turning into mermaids.
뭐 여기까지 온 이상 굳이 숨길 필요는 없겠지.
Well, I don't suppose there's any point in hiding it when we come this far.
우리는 어떤 물건을 찾고 있어. 어떻게 생겼냐면 말이오.
We are in search of a certain object. Its appearance is as thus. Don Quixote started explaining, looking around excitedly as though she expected the captain to suddenly produce the golden bough from her pockets.
아, 잠깐. 그렇게 함부로 알려줘도 되는 거야? 좀 더 상의한 후에.
Wait, are we really just going to tell her everything? Why don't we talk about this between us first and...
알고 있다. 황금색으로 빛나는 막대기 같은 것을 찾고 있겠지.
I know what you seek. A golden stick of sorts, I presume.
내가 틀렸나?
Am I wrong?
뭐?
What? We couldn't even deny our accusations thanks to Gregor's extremely telling reaction.
난 그게 어디에 있는지 알고 있다.
I know where to find it.
심지어 너희를 그곳으로 데려다 줄 수도 있지.
I can even bring you to it.
허풍뿐인 말일 수도 있겠지.
How do we know that you aren't bluffing?
맞아요. 어쩌면 저희끼리 이야기한 걸 엿들었을 수도 있고요.
Yeah, what if you just overheard while we were talking?
내가 보았다는 증거를 말해주지. 그 가지에서는 멀리서부터 황금빛을 발산한다. 눈부시면서도 눈을 멀지 않게 할 정도로 따뜻한 느낌이지.
I shall prove it to you then. From that branch emanates a very far-reaching golden light. Its glow is warm and bright, yet not bright enough to be blinding.
황금 가지를 알고 있다는 것은 사실인 듯하군요.
It appears that she at least knows of a golden bough.
관련되지 않은 사람이 알 수 있는 정보의 한계를 넘었습니다.
What she has just told us is more than what an unrelated individual should be able to know.
그래 보아야 위치는 가르쳐주지 않을 심산이겠지만.
Still, I don't believe she's really about to tell us where the bough is.
내가 왜 숨길 거로 생각하지? 난 감출게. 아무것도 없어.
You presume that I would not part with this information. I have nothing to hide. Ahab slammed the desk and leaned aggressively towards us. She wore a knowing grin, as though she knew exactly what we wanted and what we were about to say to get it.
우리 확실하게 하지. 오히려 감추려고 하는 건 자네들이지 않나?
Let us speak plainly here. I have not to hide from you. In fact, I dare say that it is you who are withholding things from me.
그 막대의 이름이 황금가지라고 했던가. 그렇다면 황금가지라는 건 이 빌어먹을 고래의 가장 중심에 있다.
You called that stick the golden bough, did you? Well then, that golden bough is at the dead center of this accursed whale.
중심이라?
At the dead center.
포동 소리가 들리는 곳. 이것이 살아 움직이게 만드는 근원.
The epicenter of this deep, resonant thumping. the spring of life that fuels this beast.
심장. 악을 뿜어내는 지독한 심장.
The heart that seeps with all that is evil in the world.
하지만 다행으로 여기시게.
But you were in luck.
마침 우리 피코드호의 목적지 또한 같으며 고래를 잡으러 떠나는 출항까지 얼마 남지 않은 상태였으니.
It just so happens to be that the Pequod has set course for that very same destination, and we plan to set sail in the very near future.
심장을 터뜨리는 것만이 이곳을 나갈 수 있는 유일한 방법이기 때문이거든.
Because the only way out of the whale is by destroying its heart.
신기하네요. 우연의 일치일까요?
That's interesting. I wonder if this is just a coincidence.
어떤 점이 신기한 거죠?
What's so interesting about it?
심장까지 가려고 많은 시간 준비하셨을 텐데 저희가 마침 딱 왔다는 게요.
Isn't it interesting that, after all those years they spent preparing for their journey to the heart, we just happened to arrive as they were about to set sail?
운명이란 때로 그런 것 아니겠나. 나의 운명은 내가 이 창백한 고래의 심장을 꿰뚫게 하기 위해 움직이고 있다고 할 수 있지.
I have naught else to say but merely refer to the nature of fate. The threads of fate itself is weaved so that I, Ahab, shall be the one to pierce the heart of the Pallid Whale.
나는 이곳에서 너희들의 이빨을 다 합쳐도 모자랄 만큼 수많은 항해를 시도했으며 곳곳을 돌아다녔고 남김없이 기억하고 있다.
I have set more sails in the belly of this beast than the number of your gritted teeth combined. I have been to every nook and cranny of this place, all of which I can clearly recall.
또한 나는 호수에서 이것의 가죽을 뚫어내기 위해 해보지 않은 시도가 없었지.
There is no method upon this earth that I have not attempted to pierce this beast's hide.
미리 수고를 덜어주자면 세상의 모든 무기들을 쑤셔박아도 이것의 가죽은 알사의 요새와 같아서 세상 그 어떤 것보다 단단하고 질길 거다.
So allow me to preclude a few options for you. This beast's hide is as thick and impenetrable as our corpse fortress. All the weapons in the world will not be able to pierce it.
언제나 박아 넣었어. 내 작살.
Tried to stab it with my harpoon.
상처는 냈지만 뚫을 수 없어.
Wound it? Yes. Puncture a hole? No.
뭐 믿지 못하겠다면 너희들이 들고 있는 그 무기들로 시도를 해봐도 좋겠지.
Well, if you find my words so difficult to believe, then feel free to give it a try with your own weapons.
흠집조차도 나지 않았긴 했소만.
Mine attempts hardly left a mark.
저자의 말이 정말이라면 쪽비 노인이나 LCA 팀의 시도가 다 소용이 없어진다는 거잖아.
If she's right, then it won't matter what the Indigo Elder does. It won't matter what LCA does.
시간이 지나도 구하러 올 수 없다는 거고.
It won't matter how hard they'll try. They can't get us out of here.
우리는 누구보다 알고 있다.
We know better than anyone.
아무도 구하러 오지 않는 이곳을 제정신으로 버티기란 힘들어.
The crushing pain of surviving at a place such as this with no hope of rescue. No sane mind survives such torment for long.
불쌍한 우리 선원들을 보아라. 흰색의 점막이 금방이라도 온몸을 덮을 것 같지만 필사적으로 버티고 있는 저들의 모습을.
Behold my pitiful crew. They hold on tooth and nail to their sense of self as the pallid membrane tries to devour them whole.
없어. 여기 아무것도 어떤 것도.
Nothing here. Nothing. None.
위장에서 흘러들어오는 배 파편들을 건져내며 퀴케그가 사냥해온 인어들의 시체를 질겅이며 견디는 게 전부지.
We can do naught here but scavenge the flotsam that washes up to its stomach. Mermaid corpses Queequeg brings back from her hunts are our only source of sustenance.
부드러워. 지느러미.
Fins soft.
대체 어떻게 견디는 거야?
How the heck did you guys even survive here?
단 하나. 선장님의 말만 따르면 언젠가 이곳을 나갈 거라는 믿음.
Faith. The faith that, as long as we follow our captain, She'll eventually lead us out of here.
우린 그걸로 버티는 거야.
That's the hope we hold on to.
그러니 이것은 제안이다.
Now, give my offer a listen.
이 선원들을 모두 구출할 의무가 있는 나, 피코드 호의 선장이자 피코드 타운의 대장 에이헤브가 너희에게 하는 제안.
I, Captain Ahab of the Pequod, the leader of the Pequod town, have a responsibility to bring every single one of my crew home. Thus I make this offer to you.
나는 이놈의 심장을 터뜨릴 거다. 아주 오랫동안 준비를 해왔고 이제는 실행만 남은 상태지.
I will destroy this bastard's heart. For long have I prepared. Now, all that remains to be done is to set the plan in motion.
우리의 목적은 같지만 전리품은 다르다.
Our goals are the same, yet we seek different treasures.
내 계획을 도와준다면 너희는 황금가지를 챙길 것이고 우리는 이 고래를 잡고 바깥으로 나가게 되겠지.
Assist me in my plan. We will hunt this whale and escape, and the golden bough shall be yours.
잠시 이야기를 나누겠다.
We must discuss this amongst ourselves first.
얼마든지.
Take as much time as you want. Ahab nodded with a generous smile. We huddled in one corner of her office to discuss this.
이곳까지 타고 왔던 배는 복구가 불가능하다.
The boat that carried us here is beyond salvaging.
그리고 이곳을 나가기 위해서는 다시 배가 필요하다.
Thus, it follows that we require a new boat for us to escape the whale.
더불어 내부를 조사하기 위해서는 저 체액 위를 돌아다녀야 한다. 배는 그때도 필요할 것이다.
Moreover, moving across the bodily fluids of this whale is necessary if we are to conduct an investigation of its interiors. For that, we require a new boat.
여차하면 저자들의 배를 강탈하는 것도.
Then commandeering their vessel is also one of our options.
그렇게 다들리게 말하시면 어떡해요?
Guys, they can hear us. Pipe down.
우리 배 복잡해. 조작법.
Our ship, hard to sail. Complex.
운전은 오로지 할 수 있어. 이곳 선원들만이.
Only Pequod Crew can handle Pequod boats.
결국 틀렸잖아요.
What did I say?
뗏목부터 시작하려면 시간은 어느 정도 걸리지?
How much time would it take if we were to build a boat from scratch?
아무 재료도 없는 상태에서 산성에게도 견딜 수 있을 재질로 제작하려면 예상 시간은 남아.
Considering that we possess no necessary materials, considering that we must reinforce it to be resistant to the whale's acid, the estimated time of completion is... No, let's just not even think about that.
그러죠.
Let's not.
제안이라 예상한 만큼 개소리네요.
So that's your offer? I could smell your bullshit coming from a mile away.
저자는 언제나 같아요. 그럴듯한 개소리로 사람을 죽음까지 몰고 가죠.
She's not changed one bit, driving people to their deaths with bullshit that, at a glance, seems plausible.
이번에도 다를 바 없어요.
Nothing's changed.
저도 뭔가 꺼림칙한 사람이라는 생각이 들어요. 우리끼리 할 방법은...
Yeah, there's something off about her. Maybe we should just do this ourselves.
혓바닥이 길수록 조심해야 해.
Right. Never trust something that requires too much explaining.
저 사람들은 심장을 터뜨리고 나가기 위해서 많은 시간을 쏟아부은 것 같은데 우리가 당장 해결할 수 있는 걸까요?
I think they've spent a long time building a plan to destroy the heart and escape this place. Can we really do it on our own from scratch?
저희가 언제까지 버틸 수 있을지도 잘 모르겠어요.
I also don't know how long we could hold out in here.
그래, 저 선장만큼이나 이곳을 곳곳이 잘 알고 있는 자는 없어 보였지.
Yeah, that captain probably knows this place better than anyone.
그럼 우리가 인어가 되어서 서로를 죽이려 하거나 이곳에 영원히 갇히거나 둘 중에 하나가 되는 거야?
So our other options are either turn into mermaids and kill each other, or remain trapped in here forever. Are they really the only alternatives we've got?
붉은 시선께서 우리를 버릴 리가 없어.
The red gaze shall not abandon us.
이럴 때 의견 정하는 방법은 간단해. 배틀 로얄이다.
We're having trouble coming to an agreement. I'll mediate. Let's battle to the last person standing and have them decide. The sinners were all expressing their opinions, which were all very diametrically opposed to one another with little hope of meeting somewhere in the middle. And I was unnerved by how easily Ahab managed to see right through us. Well, I think that what makes the most sense would be to go with them until you get there and then kill them. Well, I mean, maybe you don't have to kill them, but take their boat for sure. You know, if they try and pull a fast one and try and kill us.
너희끼리도 쉽사리 결정을 못 내리고 있나 보군.
I see that you're having some trouble coming to an agreement amongst yourselves.
당연하지. 조금만 생각을 해본다면 내가 내세우는 조건은 전부 너희에게 절박할 정도로 필요하고 맞아떨어진다는 걸 알 수 있으니까.
That is quite understandable. It should be clear as day that the answer is right before your eyes. My offer is perfect for your present, rather desperate situation.
하지만 바로 그런 기가 막힌 우연적인 기회들을 운명이라고 하는 거다.
But that is the whims of fate. These seemingly implausible coincidental opportunities are the threads of fate weaving the path ahead for us.
운명이 다가왔을 때 쥐어잡는 것부터 배워야겠군. 여기 뱃사람들은 모두 그걸 알고 있지.
You must first learn to be someone who grips their destiny when it presents itself. It is common wisdom among every seafarer. Sinclair shuddered a little. A lot has happened. Various moments of past coincidences must have passed before every sinner's eyes. When we were almost sandwiched between two ships, when we encountered those floating mermaids on a deserted ship, when we fought a whale and its byproducts that came from the waves.
모두 들여다보는 듯한 말꼬락서니는 달라질 기미가 보이지 않네. 당신.
You and your arrogant, all-knowing speeches haven't changed one bit.
함부로 착각하지 마. 당신과 함께 움직일 생각은 전혀 없으니까. 난 지금도 당신을 잘근잘근 씹어먹고 싶은 심정이야.
Don't delude yourself. I'm not joining hands with you ever again. Even now, I can't wait to chew you up and tear you apart.
정말 훌륭한 표정으로 뱃사람다운 말을 내뱉을 수 있게 되었군, 이스마엘.
What face, what words. That girl has finally learned how to speak like a proper sea dog worth her salt. Haven't you, Ishmael?
당신이 내 이름을 기억해 줄 줄 몰랐는데.
Didn't think you'd remember my name.
어떻게 모를 수 있겠나.
How could I not?
내가 이 고래에게 삼켜지기 직전 넌 난파된 뱃조각 틈바구니에서 내 이름을 목청껏 불렀지. 어제처럼 생생하게 들려오는군.
I heard your voice moments before the whale swallowed me whole. The echoes of your voice calling my name, scattering to the winds amidst a desolation. I can hear it clearly as though it happened but a day ago.
그때 나는 네 눈을 보았고 찰나였을지라도 네 마음속 모든 것을 알아낼 수 있었지.
Even for a brief moment, through the tempest our eyes met, and I peered into the depths of your heart.
네가 그토록 원하는 게 무엇인지를.
Into the depths of your true desire. Ahab strode towards Ishmael. Ishmael stood her ground. She glared at the old woman with bloodshot eyes.
그러니 네가 원하는 걸 내어주겠다.
So I'll give you what you want. Her voice was low yet personal, honest.
또 무슨 헛소리를 늘어놓을지.
Let's see what kind of crap you come up with this time.
내가 바라는 건
Because what I want
나의 심장이지.
is my heart.
있잖아, 이스마엘. 나는 네 인생 최대의 소원이 탄생하는 모습을 제일 처음 유일하게 목도한 사람이야.
Ishmael, listen well. I am the first and the only person who watched the birth of your life's greatest wish.
그때 네 안에서 깨어난 단 한 가지의 집념이 악에 바친 시선과 고함으로 사정없이 나를 찌르고 있었거든.
There was an awakening deep within you, a hateful obsession, screaming and thrashing with frenzy so that you may one day gut me yourself.
아마 너는 그 생각만으로 버티며 이곳까지 온 거겠지?
That very desire is what has brought you before me, past the trials and tribulations the world has thrown in your way. Am I wrong?
저들이 찾겠다는 황금 가지. 넌 그런 것 따위 안중에도 없지. 그렇고 말고.
The golden bow they seek? You don't give a shit about that. Of course you don't.
내게는 나의 심장이 황금 가지요. 보물 상자이자 금화일 테니.
My very heart is your golden bow, your plunder, the treasure you so desperately seek at the end of your journey.
나는 알았지. 너는 여전히 훌륭한 뱃사람의 작살잡이라는 걸.
I knew that, deep inside you. You were still a sailor and a harpooner. An excellent one at that.
나와 눈을 처음 마주칠 때부터 열렬한 원한이 담긴 시선으로 나를 찔러댔잖아. 단 한순간도 피하는 일 없이.
From that moment of our reunion to now, you've been stabbing me over and over again in your head, and not once have you averted your eyes.
역시 너는 작살잡이에 가장 어울려. 내가 고래였다면 나서서 내게 심장을 바쳤을 거다.
And what a harpooner that makes you. Were I a whale, I would have willingly given you my heart to kill.
심장을 주겠다고.
You'll give me your heart.
그 말이 허풍이 아니라는 건 네가 더 잘 알겠지, 이스마엘. 너는 내 뭉쳐진 이 열망이 어디를 향하는지 잘 아니까.
You know better than anyone that I do not lie, Ishmael. You know where the bow of my accumulated passion is set course to.
내가 이 고래의 심장을 터뜨려 주게만 한다면,
Help me destroy this whale's heart.
그렇다면 나는 내게 기꺼이 내 목숨을 내놓겠다.
And I, Captain Ahab, shall willingly give you my life.
어떤 식으로 죽이든 방법은 상관없어. 그대로 받아들여 주지.
It matters not the manner in which you end me. I will accept it all gladly. Ahab snatches Ishmael's harpoon and brings it closer to her throat.
자, 지금이라도 내 동맥을 끊어내고 싶지 않나?
Now, do you not wish to tear open my arteries?
내가 목적을 달성한다면 이렇게 동맥이 가장 잘 보이고 튀어나올 수 있도록 목도 친절히 꺾어줄 수 있어.
Allow me to make this task even easier for you. Shall I turn my neck so that my veins are plain to see? All of this is yours as long as I can achieve my goal.
이 날카롭게 다듬어진 작살. 어떻게든 고통스럽게 나를 죽이는 생각을 하며 매일 밤을 갈았겠지. 그것이 사명이자 운명처럼 느껴왔을 거다. 마치 나처럼.
Oh, what a keen harpoon you have whetted. I can imagine the nights you've spent sharpening it, drawing a picture of my painful demise. You must have felt it, the call of destiny, your fate, just as I have.
내가 누구보다 너를 잘 이해하지. 그 애절한 마음을, 증오스러운 나날을.
No one on this earth understands you better than I do, Ishmael. I know that very longing, that very burning hatred that consumes your days.
그래. 지금 당장이라도 너를 찢어 죽이는 걸 간신히 참고 있어.
Yeah, you're right. I'm barely holding myself back from tearing into your arteries.
하지만 하지 않지.
Yet you do not act.
너는 너무 잘 알거든. 시퍼런 날이 든 작살이 목에 나 있는 솜털을 긁고 있는 지금 이 순간조차.
Because even now, even as the tip of your razor-sharp harpoon tickles the fuzz on my neck, you know the truth so well.
날 죽이기엔 네가 너무 약하다는 걸 알아.
That you are still too weak to kill me.
불쌍하고 영리하기까지 하지. 제 주제를 너무 잘 알잖아.
How pitiful yet how clever. The girl knows her place.
참 다행이야. 네가 멍청해서 이렇게 굴러 들어오는 기회를 걷어차는 한심한 선원이 아니라는 게.
And that cleverness serves you well. A foolish sailor would not have accepted this very generous offer of mine.
창백한 고래를 죽이기만 한다면, 내 손으로 끝을 낼 수 있다면, 그 다음에 나는 어떻게 되든 상관없어.
As long as I can kill the Pallid Whale with my two hands, I care not about what happens next.
굴러 들어온 심장을 꿰뚫어라, 이스마엘.
My heart is yours to harpoon, Ishmael.
나의 모든 것은 그때 완성돼. 그 이후는 어떻게 하든 상관없다.
And I will be made complete at that very moment. What happens afterward, I could not care less. Ishmael laughed and laughed. She did not fight back with her biting tongue, nor did she sharply and rationally criticize the captain's words as she did ours. She laughed and laughed and laughed, glaring straight into Ahab's eyes.
좋아, 좋은 눈이야.
Yes, I like the look in your eyes.
네 대답이 벌써 보여. 머릿속에는 이미 들렸지.
I can already see it. In fact, I may as well have already heard your decision from that look.
그래. 당신의 마지막 항해를 즐기길 바라지, 에이헤브.
Yeah. Enjoy your last voyage, Ahab.
그리고 모든 걸 바쳐서 심장이 터질 때까지 살아남아.
And whatever it takes, survive to the end of this voyage until you destroy the whale's heart.
그렇게 완성된 당신을 기쁜 마음으로 쳐 죽여줄 테니.
And I'll happily destroy you the moment you are made complete.
그래, 뱃놈이 목표를 가졌으면 그런 눈이어야지.
Yes. Now I see the eyes of a proper sea dog. Finally, conviction burns within your eyes.
실망시키지 않는다, 이스마엘. 꿰뚫을 보람이 있는 용암고래보다 뜨거운 피를 토해내며 펄떡이는 심장이 되어주지.
I shall not disappoint, Ishmael. Allow my heart to beat like the very tempest. Allow my heart to bleed hotter than the boiling blood of the lava whale, so that it may be a target worthy of your harpoon. A sense of overwhelming dread emanated from the pair's mad laughter. Neither I nor the other sinners dared to intrude. Their laughters were very much alike, to the point where I wasn't sure which belonged to Ishmael and which to Ahab. What I was thinking then, I'm not really sure. It wasn't like we had any other choice, but maybe I was hoping that Ishmael would refuse the offer.
심장에 가는 항해에 동참하기로 했다면서.
So you're joining us to the journey to the heart?
든든하네. 이렇게 흰 부분 없이 팔팔한 사람들이 같이 해준다니.
Ain't that nice?
어,
I didn't mean to click that button.
그러고
That's
보니
awkward.
어떡해.
Okay, all right.
이 창백한
This is
고래의
awkward.
영향을 하나도 받지 않을 수 있지.
Ain't that nice? It's encouraging to have you lively-looking fellas along for the ride. Not a hint of that pale membrane to be seen on yous. Oh, speaking of which, how are you also okay? How come the pallid whales got no effect on any of you? Curious, Starbuck asked.
그건
Forsooth, that is...
그런 사정이 있어. 운이 좋았달까?
It's a long story. We just happened to get lucky, and I'll leave it at that. Gregor cut in and blocked Don Quixote's mouth. Yeah, probably smart. Can't have these guys knowing we, don't quite die. Oh my god, more story? That's insane. We're like barely into this thing. It's been 2 hours. I was ready for the hard mirror dungeon.
심장까지 도달하기 위해서는 꼭 완수해야만 하는 일들이 있다.
There are tasks that must be completed if we are to reach the heart.
그리고 심장에 가기 위해서는 두 척의 배가 두 개의 길을 각각 동시에 가야만 하지.
2 ships, 2 routes. They must go their separate ways to reach the heart.
우리 피쿼드호는 췌장을 지나갈 것이다.
A Pequod will make its way through the pancreas.
질문.
Question.
해라.
Shoot.
췌장을 왜 너희가 지나가지?
Why are you the ones going through the pancreas?
췌장은 까마득히 넓으며 산성액이 거세다. 어떤 시간에 어디서 그것이 나오는지 누구보다 잘 알아야 하지.
The whale's pancreas is vast and filled with treacherous acid. To go in there without knowing when and where the acid will spew from is to dance with death.
그래서 이곳을 하나도 모르는 어리바리한 너희보다는 여기서 구를 대로 구른 놈들이 적합하다.
So I'm electing to bring those that have toiled here for years, not inexperienced landsmen such as you. Starbuck shrugged next to the captain.
또한 최장은 인어들이 제일 많이 서식하는 구역이다. 평생을 인어와 고래를 잡는 데 썼던 우리 선원들에게 유리한 항해지.
I must also mention that the Pancreas is heavily populated by the mermaids. It is better that we sailors, who have spent our entire lives hunting mermaids and whales, take that route instead.
그렇다고 특별히 까다롭게 강한 인어가 있는 것은 아니지만 수로 밀어붙이는 게 적합하다.
While there aren't any particularly powerful or troublesome mermaids there, our numerical advantage will still be useful in that path.
우리는 쇠장의 끝에서 그곳에 있는 가장 두꺼운 정맥을 잘라낼 것이다.
At the end of its pancreas, we will hew open its largest vein.
그럼 심장에서부터 피를 보충하기 위해 왼쪽 좌심방이 열린다.
Then its left heart atrium will open to supply blood to the area.
우리가 가야 할 곳은 그럼
Okay, so what about us?
이쪽 배로 연결된 심장의 우심방. 이곳은 길이 좁아서 작은 배로도 충분하다.
You will take this path, the right heart atrium connected to the lungs. This is a narrow path, so a smaller vessel will serve you well.
무엇보다 너희를 보내려는 길에 고래도 인어가 아닌 다른 것들이 흘러들어왔더군. 수는 적어 보였지만 쉽지 않은 싸움이 될지도 모르니까.
Some other things have made their way into the path I will send you on. They are neither whale nor mermaid. Their numbers are small, but each of them may pose a difficult fight.
너희 같은 소수의 인원은 대규모 전투보다 그런 까다로운 놈들을 상대하는 게 적격으로 보였다.
What you lack in numbers, I assumed, will be made up by your individual prowess. You and your men will shine in targeted strikes, not all-out battles that the Pequod will face throughout the Pancreas.
너희가 없었다면 스타벅과 퀴케그를 포함한 정예 인원을 10명은 보내야 했겠지. 정예 선원이 한쪽으로 치중된 항해는 실패율을 올린다. 여간 골치 아프지 않을 수 없었어.
Were you not here, I would have had to send Starbuck, Queequeg, and at least 8 other good men that way. A boat divided will have a higher chance of failing. In fact, it had been a rather significant concern of mine.
하지만 운명적으로 나타나주니 이제 와서 이렇게 모든 게 맞아떨어지는군. 운명이란 놈은 이렇게 제멋대로지.
But you have arrived, fitting perfectly into this conundrum of a puzzle, as though fate itself has ordained it. Destiny is one fickle thing, is it not?
에이헤브 씨가 말한 다른 것이라면 로보토미 지브를 삼키면서 같이 삼켜졌을 환상체일 가능성이 높군요.
Miss Ahab must be referring to the abnormalities that were swallowed alongside the lobotomy corp branch.
짐작 가는 게 있나 보군. 역시 너희를 마주한 건 운명이야. 이 고래를 잡을 운명.
So you know something about those odd creatures. Indeed, our encounter was ordained by fate, the very destiny that leads me to the heart of the whale.
너희가 그곳의 괴물들을 죽이고 마찬가지로 동맥을 자르면 우심방이 열린다.
Kill the monsters there, hew open the arteries, and the right atrium shall open.
그러면 우리는 심실이 만나는 이 심장에서 합류하는 거지.
And we will meet again at the heart where the atrium meets.
그런 다음에는 내가 들어가서 그 안에 있는 심장의 핵, 즉 심장의 심장을 터뜨리는 거다.
Then I shall enter and destroy its core, the heart of the heart, if you will.
심장 안에 심장이 또 있다는 것이요?
Verily, you proclaim that there is a heart within a heart?
이렇게 큼지막한 것과 싸운 적은 없나 보군.
I see that you have little experience contending a foe so great as the whale.
이렇게나 큰 놈이면 심장을 뛰게 하는 심장이 있는 건 당연한 거다.
It is obvious that such a colossal creature would have a heart that fuels its heart. Is it supposed to be obvious?
아기 맥동하는 그 심장을 터뜨리고 나서야 비로소 볼 수 있으리라. 바깥쪽에서부터 새어나오는 자유로운 태양빛을.
The sun shall shine on us again only when we destroy the heart beating with the very essence of evil. Through the whale's sundered flesh shall the gentle light reign over us.
그러고 나서는 내게 꽂아라. 내 숨을 먹게 할 최후의 작사를.
And you will impale me with the final harpoon to end my breath once and for all.
이곳의 지리를 파악하지 못했지만 작전의 체계를 생각해 보았을 때 합리적이라고는 판단됩니다, 관리자님.
While I am yet to analyze the geography of this entity, the general structure of the plan appears to sound to me, Executive Manager. I agree. Looks like Ahab wasn't kidding about checking every nook and cranny of the belly of the whale. She did all that with a singular desire to hunt, to kill this great whale once and for all, and for such a long time.
난 여전히 마음에 안 들어. 저 정체도 모를 선장놈에게 모든 계획을 맡기고 명령에 따라야 한다니. 우리는 시계대가리 말만 따르는 것 아니었냐?
I still don't like this. Are we supposed to just, what, listen to some dodgy captain ordering us around? I thought the clockhead here was our boss.
남이 차려준 밥에 숟가락 얹는 것도 마음에 안 든다고. 차라리 우리 중에 몇 명이 미쳐서 인어 새끼가 되더라도 우리 손으로 끝장내는 게 맞지 않냐?
Why don't we just finish this with our own hands instead of relying on her? Let's just do this ourselves. Let one or two of us go mad and turn into a mermaid. At least it would have been our work at the end of the day.
그거 참 대책 없는 발언이군.
A most irresponsible suggestion.
그 정도 손실로 해결할 거라는 판단이 들었으면 내가 그렇게 제안했을 거다.
I would have been the first to suggest that, had I not estimated our losses to be higher than one or two of us.
하지 그랬냐?
So why didn't you?
이곳은 정보량이 절대적으로 부족한 전장이자 미지의 공간이다. 언제 어떤 식으로 관리자님이 위험에 빠질지 알 수 없지.
We are at a significant disadvantage when it comes to information on this battlefield. The executive manager's life may be at risk at any moment.
승률 낮은 도박에 관리자님의 안전도 미지수인 작전을 그저 자존심 때문에 실행한다는 건 신임 머저리들도 꺼내지 않는 이야기다.
Not even witless rookies risk or gamble with the lives of their superiors. And all that for your pride? What foolishness.
심장만 터뜨린다면 끝장낼 수 있어.
As long as we destroy the heart, I can end her.
심장만 터뜨린다면.
As long as we destroy the heart. She grits her teeth as she repeats it to herself like a mantra, so that she may never forget, not even for a moment.
자, 집결지에서 만나지.
Right then. We'll meet again at our rendezvous point.
모두 좋은 항해가 되도록.
Let this be a good voyage to us all.
나의 선원들이여, 그토록 고대하던 태양을 볼 날이 얼마 남지 않았다.
The sunlight is within our grasp, my dearest crew.
비릿하고 비열한 도시의 공기를 마시는 것도 말이야.
We will soon breathe deep the metallic, traitorous stench of the city's air. Ahab provided us with a boat that could bring all of us all the way to the heart.
피코드 선원만 가능해. 이 배 운전.
Only Pequod Crew steers Pequod boat.
그러니까 내가 해.
So I steer. Queequeg joined us as our helmswoman. Queequeg wasn't lying. This boat wasn't like any other boat we'd ever seen. Its body was made of flesh and bones. I also noted that a few pieces of metal plates were visible between the organic materials. Only a crew of the Pequod could possibly know how to steer this bizarre ship. Well, I think that's probably going to have to be where we end things, because... Well, I mean, obviously after we go down, but... Yeah. I think that's it. Okay. Oh, I get to pick my team again. I mean, yeah, we're still good. That is going to do it for this episode. As much as I would like to finish this today, we're on floor 2 of 3, and I have a feeling we have a ways to go. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down.
정화의
If you'd like to see
시간입니다.
more, consider subscribing. I upload daily at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. As always, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next episode. So long, everybody.